Guys, it's Army Girl. I'm here with another video to help anyone out and to record kind of my walk through joining the military. Just an update, I'm definitely doing Army. I'm also definitely doing National Guard. I'll tell you how that works here in a minute. But there are really 3 points I want to hit in this video. I'm going to try and make it as quick as I can because I really hate long videos, and if I can make it super short, that would be great because I know you'd actually watch it. So basically, I have it written down here. So I'm doing Army, but first I'm going to do National Guard. If you remember, I'm 16, so I will be 17 next month, so I can't enlist yet. When I turn 17 is when I will enlist, for sure. So this is how it's going to work. When I graduate, or not graduate, but finish junior year in May, this coming up May, after that, around the first week of June, I will be going to basic training for the summer, because I won't be in school or anything, and it will be super easy. So after that, I'd go to AIT, depending on what MOS I choose. If I don't have enough time to finish AIT in the summer, I'll just have to wait. So when I come back in August, I will just go back to school, and it will be like any other person in National Guard. I will go to the duty. I will go to duty once a month, 1 weekend a month, like anybody else, or at least 1 weekend a month. And after I graduate from high school, I will go to my duty station for active duty Army. What's going to happen is I'm going to get a form, and then I will have 48 hours to enlist in active duty Army. So then after that, I will be in active duty Army. I will no longer be in National Guard. I've talked to my recruiter, and this is the best plan for me. Also, my MOS, I'm not sure about yet. I'm kind of thinking like small firearms and artillery repair, possibly, but my first MOS really is just temporary. Like I said, I want to do infantry, but that's not going to be open until 2017. So in the meantime, I have to figure something out. When they do allow women in infantry, I will be able to switch to that. Now, it's going to be kind of difficult. I'll have to go through some loopholes and whatnot, but I mean, I'm pretty dedicated. The other thing is, I could wait. I could do wait until 2017 and stay in National Guard in the meantime, but that's not really what I want to do. I want to be in active duty as soon as I can, and I really hadn't planned on going to college directly after high school. I haven't planned that at all. Even prior to me going and thinking about going into the military, I didn't plan on going to college. I was going to go to a technical school. So I haven't been planning for any kind of college at all. And the classes I'm taking in high school right now really aren't going to benefit me in college. So that's kind of a problem. If I knew I was going to do military, I probably wouldn't have taken any college courses, but right now, I mean, I'm kind of at a wreck because I already did my enrollment and everything, so I guess we'll just have to see. Anyway, I do National Guard beyond high school until 2017, and that would be so much easier just to switch from National Guard straight to infantry. If you know anything about changing MOSs in active duty, it's pretty hard, and you have to be approved, and I'm pretty sure it kind of takes a while, and you have to be near the end of your contract to switch MOSs. So I mean, I'm still deciding completely, but I'm really thinking about just switching to active duty straight out of high school. The other thing, I met with my recruiter. As you probably have picked up from what I've been saying, I actually met him a couple weeks ago, and it went really well. I have some advice though for when you go to a recruiter. Just a couple things. Definitely bring a parent. Bring somebody with you to hear the information as well, because you're going to be given so much information at one time. It's just going to be too much for you to handle, and majority of it you're probably going to forget. When I went there, I knew mostly everything he was telling me because I had looked at like anything I could get my hands on to know everything and anything about National Guard and active duty. So actually how I met my recruiter was through the school. He had a meeting, and like I said, I wasn't really planning on going to National Guard because I knew I wanted to do active duty right after high school. But I went to the meeting anyway just to get a little bit more information, like, at all. When you are talking to an active duty recruiter, they kind of wait until you're 17 before they, like, give you information. Like, the Go Army website won't send you any information packets until you're 17, which kind of sucks because I wanted it as soon as possible. But it's whatever now. So I went to this meeting and I kind of told him that I was going to do active duty and I was just there to get a little more information because National Guard and Army are pretty much the same, except, you know, there's some differences, right? And of course you're not full-time and then one of them is full-time. So I just wanted to get any information I could, like a personal experience. So I went there and he actually told me that I could do National Guard right now and switch. So that's kind of how I met my recruiter, and then we talked and everything. So when you go and meet your recruiter, try to do research, try to figure out what exactly you want to do, and make sure this is something you want to do. Now, if you're still deciding when you meet the recruiter, that's okay because they can kind of help you make a decision. Now, with that said, they're trying to enlist you, okay? They're gonna make it sound like awesome. Not all recruiters are completely truthful with you. They will kind of tell you, oh, you can get this and this and this, when it's really not all that reasonable. It could happen, yes, but you still have to make sure you separate the truth from the BS. So definitely bring your parent with you so they can also help you with that too. You know, when they tell you all these things and you're serious about it, you're really wanting to do it, you're gonna kind of get excited and you're gonna want to try it and enlist as soon as you can. That was me, because I knew this is something I've been wanting to do for quite a few months. Probably like 9 months now. Like, I've been seriously like, this is something I'm gonna do. So I wanted to try to get all the paperwork I could filled out while I was still 16. So when I was 17, I could go to MEPS, do everything I needed to, and get in as soon as possible. With that said, when you're still a junior, there are so many slots that are in basic training. So there is a chance that I may not go to basic training this summer, which would really, like, that would suck so much. Because going into the National Guard would basically be, it wouldn't be worth it, because I wouldn't be going to basic training until next summer, when I would just go into active duty. So, active duty Army. So, I'm really, really hoping that I can definitely get a slot in there as a junior. There are only so many juniors they can have in basic training because they need to be back at a certain period to get back and finish their senior year. So you kind of want to make a decision quickly, but make sure it is the right decision for you. Also, you know, if it is something that you don't want to do, you realize it really isn't for you, just remember that it's only 1 week in a month and 2 weeks out of the summer for training. Okay, it's not like active duty where you're doing it 365 days a year for 24 hours. You know, just make sure it's something you want to do. but I kind of suggest just go and dive in, see if this is something you want to do. Next, definitely look at what they offer. Like, National Guard has a ton of benefits. I actually didn't realize how many benefits there were until, like, I looked at the pamphlet and started to get serious about National Guard, because they can help you with college so much, and you will get, I think it's $325 just for being a student in college. So you could, like, have supplies, and oh no, that's $12,000 you will get in addition to tuition assistance for, like, books, supplies, living expenses, and any other cost associated with your college education. How awesome is that? And then every month you get a certain, like, allowance, so you're not really stressing about money. That is so awesome. I know no other program or anything that would do that for you. So this is definitely could help you. And if you're, like, struggling to find money for college, this could be what you could do. And again, it'd only be 1 week in a month after basic training, 1 week in a month, and 2 weeks out of the summer for training. It's really, like, this is amazing thing to do if you need money for college and you're kind of thinking about military. Okay, so make sure you do tons of research, okay? You need to talk to your parents completely. Make sure you sleep on it. Like, don't make a decision right then in the recruiter's office, okay? Unless you're, like, serious. Like, I definitely knew this is something I was going to do. I just needed to meet the recruiter to make sure everything was alright. I actually filled out a little bit of paperwork that day, and since I brought my dad with me, he signed all the papers that he would need to, for when I go to MEPS and everything. So I wouldn't have to bring my dad with me. I could just go to MEPS with my recruiter. So if you can take the ASVAB, like, at your school, if your school offers the ASVAB, I definitely do that as well, and make sure you take it seriously. I did not take mine very seriously because I, like, was still kind of deciding, and I was like, probably not, or anything. But I still, like, got a score that would get me into the Army and National Guard, but it's just not something I'd want to show off. Like, it was not a very good score. I got a 37, okay? And again, I wasn't taking it very seriously. Like, you had to either take the ACT that day or the ASVAB. So anybody who didn't take the ACT had to take the ASVAB, and I was that person. So again, I didn't take it very seriously, but take it seriously, because you don't want a horrible score that will keep you from the MOS you want. When you have a good score, a lot of open doors for you. So I, like, my recruiter said I don't have to take it again, but I'm really wanting to take it again because I don't want an opportunity to be taken away from me because I got a not so great score on my ASVAB. Again, you only have to have, I think it's a 31. Yeah, 31 or higher on your ASVAB to be in the military. But I mean, it's not a good score. I'm not pleased with my score at all. So I think that's all I really got for you. I really hope this helps, or kind of helps you make a decision. Again, I will, like, keep on making videos as I learn more, because I know that the videos that I watched on YouTube were definitely helpful. Like, other perspectives, especially female perspectives, because they're a little bit different than the male perspective. I kind of, like, want to do this as I go into basic training, probably like a packing list, and then after I get out of basic training and like in between. So, I mean, I really hope this helps somebody out there because I know those YouTube videos really helped me. So that's really all I got. Thanks for watching.